we're going to need some tissues today at some point. The waterworks will be happening, and not from the sky, from all of us. But good morning, and thank you to all of our D23 members and distinguished guests for joining us today in Marceline, Missouri, the boyhood hometown of Walt Disney. I'm Michael Vargo. I oversee D23, the official Disney fan club, and we are so excited to have all of you here to return to Marceline for our D23 event. Now, I know some of you were here with us in 2012, but only a couple of them, right? Yes, great, some repeaters. Excellent. So here we are 6 years later, excited to share this magical day with all of you. And thank you to the hospitality and warm hospitality and charm of this great town. So excited to be here today. So I have to say, I actually have a very special connection with this great state. All of my mom's family is from southern Missouri and on the farms, and some of them still plow the tractors today. So this really feels like home to me. And it stirs my imagination that Walter Elias Disney came to this mecca of a town back in 1906, right here on the Santa Fe train, not far from where we stand today. You know, and actually one biographer has written about Walt, that Walt Disney would remember Marceline. He would remember Marceline more vividly than anyone else in his childhood, perhaps more vividly than any other place in his lifetime. Obviously a very special place. Today, in close partnership with our hosts here in Marceline, we're excited to bring you a very special, fun-filled day, full of new experiences and lots of Disney magic. In just a few minutes here at E.P. Ripley Park, we're going to be dedicating we're going to be dedicating a groundbreaking ceremony for a child's auto attraction that originally appeared at Disneyland on July 17th, 1955. Now, Walt and Roy dedicated this attraction to the city of Marceline back in July 1966. And all the children got to ride this wonderful attraction. And it actually debuted at the Walt Disney Municipal Park, not too far from here. So the team at the Walt Disney Archives, Becky Klein over here, who you all met on the bus, dug through the vaults and discovered some wonderful correspondence between Walt and Roy and the city of Marceline. So I thought I would read to you the dedication ceremony program that was read on July of 1966. It reads, "A gift from Walt and Roy. The ride being dedicated today was relocated to Walt Disney Municipal Park, Marceline, as a donation by Walt and Roy Disney. The purpose in giving the children's auto ride to the city of Marceline is to help make the park even more attractive and enjoyable to Marceline families and to express appreciation for the honors the hometown has bestowed to Walt Disney. At Disneyland, the ride was called Midget Autopia. It consists of 10 junior-sized automobiles designed for younger children who drive the cars around a predetermined track 630 feet in length. Donation of the ride is unprecedented in Disneyland's 11-year history and will probably be the only one ever taken to a new location from Disney's famous Magic Kingdom in Anaheim, California." And that does hold true today. That is really the only attraction that has been taken from Disneyland out to another location. And I also thought I would read the telegram that the governor of Missouri at the time, Warren Hearns, sent to the citizens of Marceline in July 1966. "It is great pleasure for me to send greetings to each of you today and to congratulate you on the opening of your new attraction. I know all of you are grateful to Walt and Roy Disney for their generosity in donating the children's ride to their hometown. Their remembrance of Marceline in this matter is a fine tribute to the city. I join Walt Disney in hoping that this ride will be a source of much enjoyment for the youngsters of Marceline." So today, May 25th, 2018, D23 and the Walt Disney Company are pleased to honor the use and the restoration of this great attraction to the Walt Disney Hometown Museum and the city of Marceline. I want to send a heartfelt thank you to our wonderful hosts here in the city, Peter Whitehead, Kay Mullins, Inez Johnson, Rich Hoon, Tom Thornton, Julie Sherman, the citizens of Marceline, and of course all of our D23 members for joining us on this memorable and historic day. And all of us, yes, thank you. And all of us at D23, of course, want to thank Elias, Flora, Walt, Roy, and the entire Disney family for continuing to bring so much magic to millions of fans around the world every day. We would not be here without them. And I am personally thankful for the Disney career that I've been afforded since my childhood all the way up to today, standing here with our extended family. It is very special, and thank you, Walt, for being such an inspiration to all of us. It is now my honor to introduce our Marceline City Manager, Rich Hoon.
Whoa. Keep this close. I was going to say a lot of stuff, but the weather's not going to be permitting me to do that. So I'll keep it a little shorter than planned. And I was going to say we are the city of sunshine. So if the sky can't be colorful, I will. So on behalf of the City Council and the residents of this great city, we welcome you. We're so glad to have you, and it is an honor. This is where it all began, right here. Maybe not right here, but in this city, the seeds of imagination were planted many years ago. And since then, those seeds have been sown all over the world, bringing happiness, smiles, and great memories to so many people. And you might have heard of him, Walt Disney? Yeah, well, we're very proud of the heritage. Very proud. This is a community of magic, imagination, and can-do spirit. And I'll give you one example, and you're standing on it. A month ago, this was a road where the museum was told, no, this ain't going to happen. You can't pull it off. Peter Whitehead, back over here, the creative director, he said, hold my beer. And here we are. I didn't think it could be done either, but we watched every day as people worked on it. Our community is special, and we are so proud. We want you to be a part of it long after you leave here. So, at this point, you were given envelopes. I don't know if we should open them because we want to protect the documents in case it starts spitting. But this is a very special thing for you to take with you. But because we want you to be a part of this community, we're going to swear you in as citizens of this community. You can claim it long after you be here. So, with that, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I hereby and solemnly declare by this oath.
I hereby and solemnly declare by this oath.
That I have been specially selected to be an honorary citizen.
I have been specially selected to be an honorary citizen.
Of the great city of Marceline, Missouri.
Of the great city of Marceline, Missouri.
And that I affirm my pledge to always be.
To always be
a dreamer and visionary in the footsteps of Walt Disney.
A dreamer and visionary of Walt Disney.
And to carry forth the spirit of Marceline throughout the world.
And to carry forth the spirit of Marceline throughout the world.
Just as the seeds from the dreaming tree.
Just as the seeds of the dreaming tree.
Thank you very much, and taxes are due at the first of the year. Garbage Day is on Tuesday every week. And with that, we have something we want to show you.
So this is our current population of Marceline, 2,233, but so we are...
To the person who keeps us all together and keeps us all straight, the executive director of the museum, Kay Mallance, our local celebrity.
Well, welcome you citizens of Marceline. So how does it feel feel to be standing in one of the most important spots in the entire world to Disney history? Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool here. We were so thrilled when Michael and Becky said, we're bringing it. We're bringing it to Marceline. And we go, yes, yes. And so we are planning to put on quite a show for you today. Now, Michael alluded to how important this little town was to Walt Disney, and it still is to every Disney fan, and literally people come here from all over the world. So today we're going to give you a little taste of what we are all about. Going to our museum, going to our school, and there's going to be more Marceline history than you will probably ever want. When you leave here, you will probably have a master's degree in Marceline history. We didn't plan on this little bit of rain, but apparently it's going to blow over. Yay! And I thought, well, these are Disney people. They stand in line in everything. So, I mean, this really doesn't matter at all. So, this little car, and we've already been talking about the Autopia, but this little car has a very, very magical history. First, it was at Disneyland. Then, came to Marceline. Then it rested for a while. And then it was shipped back to Disneyland for the opening of the Autopia 2000 ride. It was in the car park there for many years, and now it's back in Marceline. So this car has gotten around. It has a lot of Disney miles on it. It is so important to us that the Autopia be here again. I had no idea. So the fact that I'm even able to talk right now is pretty amazing. So the Autopia ride in Marceline, the kids you saw today, we have lots and lots of school tours that come to our museum. And when we go through the part about the Autopia, I always say, wouldn't it be great if it was back in Marceline again? And we have pictures of hundreds of children with their fingers crossed. So I want to tell you, it works. Just remember that, it works. So here in Marceline, we are celebrating Walt, we are celebrating you, and we have this wonderful day planned. We are indeed honored that you came to our museum. Our museum is here because of the Disney family. Walt and Roy had a plan for Marceline. And I made a promise to Walt's sister Ruth that her things would be here in Marceline. She wanted to tell the story of the family in a place that meant something to them. Marceline was always that touchstone, that place that Walt always came back to. He spent most of his life trying to recreate those few magical years he had here in Marceline. So I know all of you are going to feel it today sometime. You're going to feel it. So tonight, I want each of you, if you have a moment, to tell me when that moment happened to you. And we know it will. And we know it will. So, Peter? Peter is the guy who's put this whole day together. He's very humble, but I think we need to give him a round of applause. He's Canadian. He came here just like you guys as a tourist. I heard back from him and he says, I want to help. And we happen to be looking for a creative director, and by gosh, he fit the bill. So it has worked very well for all of us. We're going to do a really important thing now, and I didn't realize how important it was until just a few minutes ago. But I would like to invite Michael, and Becky. Tom Thornton is here. He is the president of our museum board. Tom, would you come on up? Inez Johnson. And some of you know Inez is my mother. The city manager may have thought that I keep this together. I don't. It's her. She's a founding board member of this museum. And Julie Sherman, she's a board member of our museum. She is going to come up.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And Rich Hoon, our city manager.
All right.
And we're actually going to do a soul turning. I thought it was going to be for a sidewalk. This is much more exciting than I anticipated. My gosh. So, right in front, guys.
Not on our new grass.
Okay.
I know.
All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a little hard. Okay, I have one more introduction. I have to introduce your tour guides for the day. So you've been broken into 2 groups, Elias and Flora. Everybody knows what group they're in.
Yes, they do.
Oh, yes.
I told them.
So
Well, they
I
did me
want the
already.
guides for the Elias group to come up. They will be your guides for the day. And the Flora group, okay? And this is Lee and Terry Hoover. Say your name. So the next step is get in your groups, get with these guys, and they're going to take you where you need to be. All right.
Great.
Before we do that, I'm going to get a group photo in front of everyone in Marceline Autopia for us to have for our event posting. So if we got everyone to come on right over here.